Today we are checking out Star Trek episode 15 and 16 of the original series, but this time, Alcohol Edition. So we last left off the Enterprise crew on the balance of terror. In that episode we got a cool battleship Captain v Captain face-off as Kirk faced off against other Vulcans who had entered and gone past the neutral zone. We got to learn a lot about the episode, especially about the neutral zone and all the different planets and the previous wars, and we got a bit of spaceship versus spaceship battles, which was really cool to see. So I'm really excited to get into these two episodes. Let's get into it.
Something wrong?
A kink in my back. That's it. A little higher, please. Push hard. See?
Bit kinky are we, Captain? Oh. It's a wildly different place. Luscious green grass, trees. Bones and Sulu just enjoying themselves.
No animals, no people, no worries. Just what the doctor ordered. Right, doctor?
Was this not what they were doing in Star Trek The Final Frontier? Weren't they on a walk?
Do you think the captain will authorize a shore leave here?
Well, depending upon my report and that of the other scouting parties, the captain has to come down.
He'd like it.
He needs it. You've got your problems, I've got mine. But he's got ours, plus his, plus 430 other people. Where are you going?
Get some cell structure records. A blade of grass, a bush.
I thought he said, I'm gonna go get some selfies.
Gee.
What?
Oh, my paws and whiskers! I'll be late.
The hell's in this alcohol?
In a rather large white rabbit with a yellow waistcoat and white gloves hereabout?
By happens I did. That way.
Sulu!
You'll never believe what I just saw.
Did you see them?
See what? What is it, Doc?
Oh, this is gonna be a wild episode. Shore leave.
Captain's log, stardate 3025.
Bones has just seen a wild rabbit and is going crazy.
Almost too good to be true.
On my planet, to rest is to rest, to cease using energy. Quite illogical to run up and down on green grass using energy instead of saving it.
That's very logical.
Captain, are you beaming down?
I hadn't planned to, Bones. Why?
Either our scouting probes and detectors are malfunctioning, or I must report myself unfit for duty.
Explain.
I've seen some wild shit, Kirk. You won't understand.
I just saw a large rabbit pull a gold watch from his vest and...
That's pretty good, Bones. All right, I got one for you. The rabbit was followed by a little blonde girl, right?
In fact, yes.
Take your report under consideration.
We have a crew member aboard who's showing signs of stress and fatigue. He's becoming irritable and quarrelsome, yet he refuses to take rest and rehabilitation.
Human's right ends where the safety of the ship begins.
Who is that? Oh, it's you, Captain.
His name?
James Kirk.
You got him there.
It's an interesting planet. I believe you'll find it quite pleasant. Very much like your Earth. You'll have no problems.
Why did that rock just open like that with the pistol underneath?
Always have to be work with you.
Restful. After what we've been through, it's hard to believe a place.
It's so weird seeing Star Trek with this much light.
Lovely. And restful. I mean, affirmative.
Damn, look at these two fine specimens.
Over here!
Could they have not just seen him? He was just standing right there in the open.
But I want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think about it.
An unusual creature to make this size track. I want us to leave the ship.
Aye, aye, sir.
You're canceling the shore leave on account of this, Jim?
Yes, this planet's all mine to enjoy.
Before I bring my people down here, I want proof it's harmless.
Oh, the cameraman's running with them. I'm loving this camera work, oh my gosh. Sulu, you gone insane?
Isn't it a beauty? Haven't got anything like this in my collection. Old-time police special. And in beautiful condition.
So does this planet make your dreams come true?
Oh, a couple centuries.
Please let me get with the yeoman.
From a chemical explosion.
Dr. McCoy's rabbit, sir. He must have gone through here.
I do love how this episode's centered around a massive white rabbit.
Well, it could have been worse.
How?
You could have seen the rabbit.
What's the matter, Bones? You getting a persecution complex?
Well, yeah, I'm beginning to feel a little bit picked on, if that's what you mean.
One practical joke after another, and always on me. My own personal devil, a guy by the name of Finnegan. I'll make a confession, Bones. I was absolutely grim, which delighted Finnegan, knowing.
Look at them just bantering. It's so cool.
Looks like your rabbit came from over there.
It's nice to just see the crew in a chilled environment, just joking and having fun. That's what I did like so much about the opening sequence of Final Frontier. Them climbing up the mountain, just by them getting lost. It was just fun, nice. Is he Irish?
And Jim? How's Jim? All right, Jimmy boy.
God, Finnegan's was a right prankster.
Come on, come on.
Let's try that one again.
What did they find this guy to? Nuts.
Gilman barrels.
This music's just not intense for this scene. What is Sulu doing to her in the bush?
I was following the tracks and there he was.
Who was?
Him! Captain, I know it sounds incredible, but I did not imagine it any more than I imagined he did this.
I mean, you guys are looking for a massive white bunny. Anything goes.
Mr. Sulu was with you. Where is he now?
He ran after him.
Score in this is really great. They're having a lot of fun with it. Huh. These aren't like the hills in Hollywood, are they? Who are you, Rue?
Jim, darling, it is me. It is Ruth.
I was gonna say, I'll take the free kiss, but
Yet they are undeniably real.
crazy.
McCoy, you read me. Ruth, how can it be you? How can you possibly be?
None of that matters.
Enjoy the vacation, Kirk.
Kirk here.
Did you find Mr. Sulu, Captain?
I found much more.
But I'm sure he's all right.
Birds. A whole flock of them.
Don't you like birds, Mr. Rodriguez?
I like them fine, sir, but all our surveys show...
Then offhand, I'd say our instruments are defective.
Let's just stay on this planet. No need to go anywhere else. This is paradise.
See me again if you want to.
If you want to. So I'm wondering if it's all in their heads and there's actually nothing there?
Yes, Mr. Spock.
Getting strange readings from the planet's surface, Captain.
Spock's just up on the ship, just like, not having any fun. It's boring. And everyone's just living their life down there.
Can you pinpoint the source?
Could be coming from beneath the planet's surface.
Keep me posted, Mr. Spock. We'll continue our investigation down here.
That we will.
In a place like this, a girl should be dressed like a fairy tale princess with...
But then you'd have whole armies of Don Juans to fight off.
Oh, Princess is gonna come around the corner, right? Oh. The ideal clothing.
Oh, Doctor, they're lovely.
It's Bones' outfit, come on.
They'll look even lovelier with you wearing them. I'd like to see you in it.
Oh, Bones, you naughty dog.
Why don't you put it on?
Right there, right in front of me. Now. What?
But you stay right there.
Oh, not going behind the bushes. Oh no.
Dear girl, I am a doctor. When I peek, it's in the line of duty.
Bones is smooth.
I can't read you very well. Is this Rodriguez?
Not right now, Rodriguez. What? Are we watching Forbidden Planet now?
Doctor.
There's a tiger. Wait, doesn't this guy have a laser? Just shoot the tiger, just like what's his name did in Forbidden Planet. Now that is a fancy hat.
You're the science officer, Mr.
Any chance these could be hallucinations?
One hallucination flattened me with a cloud on the jaw. The other,
Like a painful reality.
yes.
Spock's like, damn, it sure is me.
I beam down an armed party.
Negative. Our people here are armed with phasers. Besides, there's yet to be any real danger.
You brought a sword to a phaser battle.
Take cover! There's a samurai after me! What? I mean, you've got to believe me.
I do. I've met some interesting personalities myself. Communications are almost out.
That's not all. So's my phaser.
Ah, that explains more with the tiger.
Look.
Oh no, Spock's here.
Trying to. Something's obstructing it. Mr. Spock, my orders were no one was to leave the ship.
I calculated the rate of its growth and reasoned that I just might be able to transport one more person.
Stranded down here, Captain?
Until we can find out what this is all about.
Oh no, such a shame. Don't want to be stuck here.
Where? I heard someone moving around.
Don't talk like that.
Tiger, bam!
Right?
That way.
Okay, I was joking, but the tiger actually might be back. Okay, they had so much fun with this episode. They just got any random thing from the prop department, costume department.
Not hallucinations can't harm us.
I mean, they can. They sucker punch Kirk. What's going on? Also found it cool that Kirk killed the knight with a pistol. That was...
Our ship's surgeon, my personal friend, is dead.
Gentlemen,
Get yourself together, woman.
better have a look at this, sir. I don't understand.
Neither do I, Mr. Sulu. What do you make of that?
More closely resembles the cellular casting we use for wound repairs. Much finer, of course.
I want an exact judgment, Mr. Spock.
This is definitely a mechanical contrivance. It has the same basic cell structure as the plants here. I'm saying that these are all multicellular castings. The plants, the animals, the people.
That Spock audio was throwing me off there. I think he recorded that afterwards.
Remember what I was telling you a little while ago? About the early wars and the funny air vehicles they used? That's one of them.
Can it hurt us?
Not unless it makes a strafing run.
A what?
Let's make it strafing from everyone hide. It's strafing.
Come on.
Couldn't tell if she got shot or ran into the tree.
Corey's body. He's gone. He's been dragged off.
The Black Knight, too!
At this point, Captain, my analysis may not sound very scientific.
I was thinking about the Academy. My days.
Thinking about all the women amongst this 5-year journey.
Begin!
How to come and chase me!
Man, it's my problem.
Here I am! Run! Timmy!
This guy just like teleports everywhere. What kind of people do they let in this academy? This music is an inspired choice.
I want some answers. Coming up.
Can you have not thought of something else?
I've got the edge. I'm still 20 years old. Look at you. You're an old man.
Yeah, eat rock.
I can't move my leg.
Yeah, how's about being 20 years old now, Irish man?
You've broken me back.
Oh, he's playing dirty. No.
Sleep sweet, Jimmy boy.
I do want to know, why do they keep getting their shirts ripped? First the Yeoman, now Kirk.
Answers.
Just so having so much fun with this score. It's so good. The violinists are just going off. Was it cello?
What are you doing here? Exactly what you expect me to be, Jimmy boy.
Not more fighting.
Did you enjoy it, Captain?
Could you not tell, Spock? I've got no shirt on.
One thing I wanted to do after all these years was beat the tar out of Finnegan.
These things are quickly manufactured and provided for us.
To be thinking about.
Yes, we must all control our thoughts.
Wait, whoa. This is just like Forbidden Planet in a way. Their thoughts coming true. I swear Spock put Kirk in front of him like...
Hello, Rodriguez.
Who are you?
I'm the caretaker of this place, Captain Kirk.
Ah, probably the guy with the antenna, I think.
Yeoman Barrow and Mr. Spock.
No Yeoman Barrow, of course.
That's your word for what we've been through?
But none of this is permanent. Anything that pleases you can be made to happen.
The term is amusement park.
Of course.
That still doesn't explain the death of my ship's surgeon.
Possibly because no one is...
It's amazing. They've got a factory
complex down there you wouldn't believe.
The music!
How do you explain them?
Oh, them. Well, I was thinking about a little cabaret I know, and Rigel too. There were these two girls in a chorus line. And, well, here they are. Well, girls, I suppose you can turn something up.
Oh.
We regret that some of
Spock.
This amusement planet of ours could be an ideal place for your people to enjoy themselves.
What the doctor ordered, Jim.
Commence transporting shore leave parties. Tell them to prepare for the best shore leave they've ever had. Kirk out.
Damn right.
With all due respects to the young lady, I've already had as much shore leave as I care for.
I'll stay for a day or two.
This has been some episode.
Did you enjoy your rest, gentlemen?
Yes, we did, Mr. Spock. I think we did.
Most illogical.
You won't believe the stuff we did, Spock. That was Star Trek episode 15, Shore Leave, and what a shore leave that was. That was such a crazy, wild episode. I could not believe the things we saw. Tiger, Samurai, World War II plane. That's just a list of some of the things we saw. Bones, Kirk, with all the women. That guy from the academy. Who were they letting into that academy? That guy was nuts. I mean, nuts with a capital N. He was wild. He was crazy. They just played pranks the whole time and beat up Kirk. That sounds like an interesting story. I wonder if they ever did anything like, you guys know best, but like TV shows or stuff where they explored more of academy days. That would be an interesting thing to find out. To start the episode off with the bunny rabbit, the stuff that happened in that episode is they must have been either on a lot of drugs or something happened that day when they were writing that script. And I love it. I love when Star Trek gets all wacky and we see these crazy things. I love the environment, something completely different than what we had seen before. The camera angles were all so good. I like when they innovate and try something new. What had to be the standout of that episode was the score. The music was insane. They were having so much fun. It was just bonkers, the things they were doing. He just went off, especially during that fight. It just went on and on and on. Kirk was absolutely loving it, and I was just rocking out to the music. It was so good. Yeah, tell me what you guys thought of that episode in the comments below. It was a wild one, but let's get on to episode 16.
On board is Galactic High Commissioner Ferris, overseeing the delivery of the medicines to Marcus 3.
Who's this man?
Your mission is to get those emergency medical supplies to Marcus 3 in time for their transfer to the new Paris colony.
I have standing orders to investigate all quasars and quasar-like phenomena wherever they may be encountered.
Plague is out of control on New Paris. We must get those drugs there on time.
No problem.
Transporting drugs? Okay, well, okay. Start off the episode strong. No way we actually get to see the cargo. I so wanted to see, and it was it episode 14, the one with the Shakespearean play, and he was showing the girl around. Like, I wanted to see it, but we actually get to see it. To be fair, with the cargo bay being that big, they could have like 5 or 6 shuttlecrafts.
Phase 1 separation normal.
Position?
3.7.
Mr. Spock, radiation is increasing.
Who's this lady once again?
Stop.
Kirk chooses his crew very well.
Galileo to Enterprise. Galileo to Enterprise. Come in, please.
I like interference, Mr. Spock. He's drawn right into it.
Try and get me a fix on the Galileo.
Scanners are blank, Captain. We're getting a massive readings I've never seen before. Nothing makes sense.
And out there, somewhere, 24-foot shuttlecraft. Off course. Out of control. Finding a needle in a haystack would be child's play.
This is adults play. The Galileo... Galileo 7, yeah.
But 7 of our shipmates still have not been heard from. Equally bad, the effect has rendered our normal...
Especially when most of those 7 include Spock, Bones, and Scotty.
Our flight to Marcus 3 is of the very highest priority. Yes, but you've lost your crew.
We have 2 days to find them.
Wish this guy would get lost. Come on.
Turn around and leave them there.
You shouldn't have sent them out in the first place.
Set course for Taurus 2.
Aye, sir.
It's rocky terrain. With a green screen in the back? I'm joking, I don't know what that was.
Mama? Now that's what I call a ride. As we gathered speed, it was multiplied geometrically.
Galileo to Enterprise. Galileo to Enterprise, come in, please.
You don't really expect to get an answer, do
I didn't realize it was a planet, though, amongst everything, or surface for them to land on. I thought it was just a gas giant of some sort.
However, I wouldn't recommend this place as a summer resort. Thank you for your opinion. It will be duly noted. If you record, gentlemen, I think we should move outside and make room for Mr. Scott to do his work. Arm yourselves. Scout out the area, keeping...
I did one of those. That would be so cool. We just press a button in the wall and then all your faces come out.
Widespread as I believe it is, Doctor. They'll be searching for us without instrumentation, by visual contact only. We may be here for a very long time, Doctor.
No readings at all.
Have you tried tying into the auxiliary power?
Yes, sir. No change.
We beamed down some inert material, but it came back in a dissociated condition. We wouldn't dare try it with people.
Well, Captain.
We have until 28.
All the time's running out. Let's just go. Come on, my planet needs drugs.
Look, these people are my friends and my shipmates. I intend to continue the ship's search for them until the last possible moment.
But not 1 second beyond that moment. Is that clear? Paragraph 12.
I'm familiar with the regulations, Commissioner. I know all about your authority.
Your book, your stupid book. Book of stupid, yeah, how about that?
Well, I can't say much for the circumstances, but at least it's your big chance.
Surprised that only the circuitry of the ship was damaged and not the outside or anything like that.
I am a logical man, Doctor.
Well, it'll take more than logic to get us out of this.
That's kind of a cold line, though. I am a logical man.
But I neither enjoy the idea of command, nor am I frightened of it. And I will do whatever logically needs to be done.
Very bad, Mr. Spock.
In what way?
We've lost a great deal of fuel. If we ever hope to make orbit, we'll have to lighten our load by at least 500 pounds.
The weight of 3 grown men.
You could put it that way.
Good thing there's at least 2 or 3 exposable men on the ship.
You mean 3 of us must stay behind?
Unless the situation changes radically, yes, as commanding officer. The choice will be mine. My choice will be a logical one, arrived at through logical means.
Life and death are seldom logical.
But attaining a desired goal always is, Doctor.
If any minor damage was overlooked, it was when they put his head together.
Would be saying that if I was you. Spot blood. Yep, you're not coming down. I hate you. Logical.
No, it's from back there.
Wait, it's from up there.
It's everywhere.
It's all around us.
What the hell? That was a big spear. Oh no, just need to lose 2 more grown men. Look how long it is, what?
Did you see what it was?
Vaguely. It's like a giant ape.
Nothing there.
I tell you there was.
I don't doubt your word.
Well, there must be something. I swear I hit it.
How can Spock pick that up?
Resemblance to the Folsom Point, discovered 1925, old world calendar. Crude about the shaft, I believe. Not very efficient.
What are you saying about somebody's shaft?
Not very efficient. Is that all you have to say? There's a man lying there dead. And you talk...
Yes, well, that's one less.
What about Latimer?
In the interest of efficiency, you don't think we should leave his body here?
If you need assistance,
We'll do it.
Just don't die, yeah? It'd be such a shame if you did.
Any word from engineering on our sensors?
They're working on them, sir. Still inoperable.
I don't relish the thought of abandoning your crewmen out there. However, I must remind you...
I haven't forgotten, Commissioner. Try using overload power on the transporters. We've got to get them working.
Aye, aye, Captain.
4 more hours, Captain.
Well, that was dramatic. 24 more hours, Captain.
Should save us at least 50 pounds, Mr. Spock. Excellent, Doctor.
So we just killed one more crewmate and we should be alright.
It's more rational to sacrifice one life than 6, Doctor.
I'm not talking about rationality.
You might be wise to start.
The service is for Latimer.
Mr. Boma, we're working against
God
time.
damn it.
The man's dead.
The man's not having a funeral. We got work on the ship.
Look, we may all die here. At least let us die like men, not machines.
Interesting episode because it's balancing Spock's logical, emotionless side versus the situation and how that will play out, and maybe what is needed in this situation. Is it Spock's no emotion, or is it emotion for the crew?
We have no fuel.
Well, it would seem to solve the problem of who to leave behind.
Something's happening outside. What do those super sensitive ears make of that, Mr. Spock?
Wood. Putting on some kind of leather.
They're getting ready.
Oh, he's preparing a spear.
By hitting them hard. Give them a bloody nose, make them think twice about attacking us.
Yes, I agree.
Frequently appalled by the low regard you Earthmen have for life.
Oh, we're practicing.
Excuse me? What are you on about, Spock?
Coy?
Seems logical to me.
The majority.
I'm not interested in the opinion of the majority, Mr. Gaetano. Dangers to ourselves as well as our duties to other life forms. Friendly or not, firing only when so instructed, and at my designated targets. The orders and the responsibility will be mine. Follow me.
There's a bit of a lack of respect for Spock in this episode, I feel.
Several, I believe. You direct your phasers to 2 o'clock.
I say we hit them dead on.
Yes, I know, but fortunately I'm giving the orders.
Spock's gonna fight King Kong hand to hand.
Ceasefire! Twice before bothering us again.
I still say we should have killed them.
It was not necessary.
The ear will do to us what needs to be done. Took me a while to say, but good luck.
Did you find them?
Yes, we found them. They won't bother us again.
It's dangerous, but it might work.
Love it, Scotty.
To function with a substitute fuel supply, our phasers. I can adapt them and use their energy.
Always trust Scotty, he's a smart man.
But what if the creatures attack again?
They won't attack for at least several hours. By then, with luck, we'll be gone. In less than 24 hours, the Enterprise will be forced to abandon its search in order to make a run.
Guess we don't have much time.
Can't burn up in a decaying orbit or die here on the planet's surface. Better work, Mr. Scott.
Aye, aye, sir.
What about the dead guy's phaser? Could use that.
Back all right, sir. In my opinion, the transporters are now safe for human transport.
Good.
We'll be sure luck if our landing parties find anything.
I'm depending on luck, Lieutenant. It's almost the only tube we have that'll work.
Great aim. Solves the weight issue. And another phaser.
Nobody knows what's happened to Gaetano. And you hand over his phaser like nothing's happened at all.
To Mr. Scott in the event I don't return. Scientific curiosity about what's become of Mr. Gaetano. Return to the ship, please.
I'm gonna talk to this creature and see what he wants.
Do you really think the ship will ever leave?
Well, it won't unless we get these phasers back.
Oh, Spock, what have you got yourself into? I was so close that Spock doesn't seem concerned at all. One of the spears might come through that window.
They didn't stay frightened very long, did they?
Most illogical reaction.
Mr. Spock, respect is a rational process. You might as well admit it, Mr. Spock. Your precious logic brought them down on us. Adios, Mr. Spock. They seem to learn rather quickly.
Poor Spock in this episode.
I think that's hostile, Mr. Spock.
Curious. Most illogical.
And I'm sick and tired of your logic.
We could use a little inspiration.
That's a pretty hard line as well.
And yet 2 men have died. Some of the parts cannot be greater than the whole.
A little less analysis and more action. That's what we need.
A little bit of Elvis Presley in there. A little less logic and a little more action, please. How about that?
How long do you think those planes will hold out into this? We've got to do something.
Instruments are only slowly returning to an operable condition as the ion storm slowly disperses. What word from the sensor section?
At last report they were getting some reading.
Why is he standing so close?
Their sensor section reporting. Static interference, still creating false images. Estimates 80% undependable.
I intend to continue the search, foot by foot, inch by candlelight if necessary, until the last possible moment. Keep your nose off my bridge, I'd be thankful.
Sure, the authorities will be pleased by your diligence, Captain. I'm not so sure they'll appreciate the way you address a high commissioner. For another 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Electrify the exterior of this ship.
That they will, Mr. Spock.
Oh, that's a logical idea.
All right, go. Scott, I suggest you continue draining the phasers. The moment they discover they're not seriously hurt, they'll be back. They'll, of course, have to be left behind.
Not without a burial.
I wouldn't recommend it. The creatures won't be far away.
He's gonna end up burying himself.
I would insist upon a decent burial, even if your body was back there.
Mr. Boma.
Well, I'm sick and tired of this machine.
That's enough.
All right, Mr. Boma, you'll have your burial, provided the creatures will permit it.
Your burial. Is that interesting choice of words?
Captain Kirk, landing party number 2 has been beamed back to Force ship. They have casualties. 1 dead.
We were attacked, Captain. Huge furry creatures. Lance and O'Neill got a spear through the body before we even knew they were around. The Galileo is down on that planet.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Oh my god, this guy.
And I order you to abandon search.
The Columbus hasn't returned yet. I still have 2 search parties out. Order the transporter room to immediately beam up the 2 search parties from the surface. Attempt to contact the Columbus. Prepare to abandon search. Set course for Marcus 3.
Could they not just come back later somehow?
No, sir. Too much interference.
Captain, course set for Marcus 3.
Ooh, these cameras. Just that whip over there and then just comes around.
Columbus.
How about weight?
If we shed every ounce, we might be able to achieve orbit. But if we time it right, we can cut out of orbit and save enough fuel for a controlled re-entry.
Ship will lift off in exactly 10 minutes. You have that long to bury Mr. Gaetano.
This is going to be a quick funeral. In the hole. Yep, say everything, blah, blah, blah. Salute.
Salute.
I've never seen it zoom out like that. Normally they're zooming in. Abandon the funeral.
No, go back! Lift off! Go back! All right, go! Scott!
They were showing emotion then and not logic.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Spock. We couldn't leave you out there.
Get us off, Scott! What are you doing?
Our boosters.
We'll never be able to hold orbit.
Would you rather stay here?
Go, Mr. Spock.
Been a really bad time if they just left 1 minute ago.
The logical thing for you to have done was to have left me behind.
Sick and tired of your logic.
That is the most illogical attitude.
Tapping our boosters ended our last chance for a soft landing. I said a while ago that there were always alternatives.
Did I? I may have been mistaken.
Well, at least I lived long enough to hear that. Well, Mr. Spock, so ends your first command.
That gives us about 45 minutes.
Galileo to Enterprise. Galileo to Enterprise. Come in, please.
Mr. Spock!
We're chasing after the Enterprise?
We need that fuel to maintain orbit. Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps, Mr. Boma.
Well, but it'll start decaying as soon as the fuel's exhausted. Say 6 minutes.
Oh, Spock. What have you got us into?
Captain, something there on the screen.
Taurus 2. Sensors. A meteorite?
No, it's holding a lab.
It's Spock.
180 degrees about, Mr. Sulu. Lieutenant Uhura, contact transporter room. All beams ready.
Makes it a little bit easier to find that needle in that haystack.
It's like sending up a flare. Mr. Spock, that was a good gamble.
It's getting hot. Transporter's locked in, sir.
Activate.
Beam out. They're gonna be so shocked.
Captain, transporter room just beamed up 5 persons, alive and well.
You could have timed that any better.
Proceed on course to Marcus 3.
Just calmly now, like, take a breath.
Ahead warp factor 1.
Okay, now we can go to the drug place.
Ignited it. You knew that there was virtually no chance of it being seen, and yet you did it anyhow. And that would seem to me to be an act of desperation. Desperation.
It's an emotion.
An emotional state of mind.
I examined the problem from all angles, and it was plainly hopeless. Logic informed me the only possible action would have to be one of desperation.
You mean you reasoned that it was time for an emotional outburst?
Wouldn't put it in exactly those terms, Captain, but those are essentially the facts.
That for the first time in your life, you committed a purely human, emotional act?
No, sir.
You're a stubborn man.
Is that indeed? That was episode 16 of Star Trek, and what can I say about that episode? That was such a fun one. A bit intense, a bit crazy, not as crazy as the last episode, but it was a great sci-fi adventure. Just them going out to explore whatever this gas giant thing was, and them getting lost, and it's like a needle in a haystack. That Kirk, I can't find it, there's a time limit, they've got to deliver these drugs to this plagued planet. This guy is breathing down Kirk's neck the whole time, like, come on, we gotta go, no matter what, I outrank you in that sense. As soon as that time ticks over, we're going. And then them getting stuck on the planet, no fuel left, the weight's too much, so they've got to get rid of people. I kind of knew the way that was going with some of the crew members they chose. They were kind of expendable. And then this big, I was going to say gorilla, but it's more like King Kong type thing, just killing them with these spears, and Spock's logic, not wanting to harm these species, to try and find a balance between that. And it was a whole episode around Spock taking command for the first time, which was cool to see. And then whole idea of his logic versus emotion. It went back and forth. Sometimes Spock's logic was good and it paid off, and then sometimes he could have showed a bit more emotion. At least they did get to bury the people, even though it was a quick funeral. 40 minutes left of fuel, and they were never going to be found, because like I said earlier, needle in a haystack, like Kirk said, they were never going to find them. So an act of desperation, or logic as Spock would say, he did that jet fuel thing to go across the planet. And like Scotty said, it was essentially a flare going up to show where they were, and Kirk transported them out with seconds left before they burnt up. What a thrilling, fun episode that was. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. Are they some of your favourite episodes from the series? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.